Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare आवाज आ रही है हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Pranam.
Okay, we are ready. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Narayam Namaskritya.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswati Vyasam.
Jayamudhiraye.
Tato Jayamudire.
Aisha Badreshu.
Nashyapraishu Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Uttamashloke.
Nityottama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
Maitreya Uvacha.
Maitreya Uvacha.
Evam Bruvanam Purushartha Bhajanam.
Evam Bruvanam Purushartha Bhajanam.
Ardhanam Pranjalayaha Prachetasaha.
Janardanam Pranjanaya Prachesaha.
Anadvasta Tamo Rajo Mala.
Domala.
Gira Grinam Gadgadaya Suhrittamam. Triya Uvacha.
Maitreya Uvacha.
Evam Bruvanam Purushartha Bhajanam.
Evam Bruvanam.
Ardhanam Pranjalayaha Prachetasaha.
Janardanam Pranjanaya Prachesaha.
Darshanadvasta Tamo Rajo Mala. Grinam Gadgadaya Suhrittamam. Maitreya Uvacha. Evam Bruvanam Purushartha Bhajanam. Ardhanam Pranjalayaha Prachetasaha. Darshanadvasta Tamo Rajo Mala. Grinam Gadgadaya Suhrittamam.
Evam Dhruvanam Purushartha Bhajanam. Janardanam Pranjalaya Prachetasha. Dardarshana Dhasta Tamorajo Mala. Virajnan Gadgadaya Suhitamam.
Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya said, Evam, thus, Guvanam, speaking, Purusha Artha, of the ultimate goal of life, Bhajanam, the bestower, Jana Ardhanam, who takes away all the disadvantages of the devotees, Pranjalayaha, with folded hands, Prachetasaha, the Pracheta brothers, Tat, him, Darshana, by seeing, Dvashta, dissipated, Tamaha, of darkness, Rajaha, of passion, Malaha, whose contamination, Gira, with the voice, Agrinam, offered prayers, Gadagadaya, altering, Suhrittamam, unto the greatest of all the friends. Great sage Maitreya said, after the personality God had spoke thus, the Prachetas began to offer him prayers. The Lord is the best of all the success in life and is the supreme benefactor. He is also supreme friend who takes away all the miserable condition experienced by a devotee. In a faltering voice due to ecstasy, the Prachetas began to offer prayers. They were purified by the presence of the Lord who was before them face to face.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Lord is herein described as Purushartha Bhajanam, the bestower of the ultimate goal of life. Whatever success we want in life can be attained by the mercy of the Lord. Since the Prachetas had already attained the Lord's mercy, they were no longer subject to the contamination of the material moods. The material moods dissipated from them just as the darkness of night immediately dissipates when the sun rises. Because the Lord appeared before them, naturally all the contaminations of the material qualities of Rajas and Tamas completely disappeared. Similarly, when an unalloyed devotee chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he is also purified of all material contamination because the name of the Lord and the Lord are identical. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.17, Shrinvata swakatha Krishnaha punyashravana hridayantastu ahi abhadrani vidhunote surhata satam. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, who are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. The holy name of the Lord is the Lord Himself. If one chants and hears, he becomes purified. Gradually, all material contamination disappears. The Prachetas were already purified due to the Lord's presence before them, and they could therefore offer the proper prayers with folded hands. In other words, as soon as devotees are engaged in devotional service, they become transcendental to all material contamination immediately, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Sagunan samatitaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Sometimes the devotees are dissatisfied due to their not seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead personally. When the Prachetas saw the Supreme Lord personally present, their unhappiness vanished. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashad Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Maitreya Uvacha
Maitreya
Evam
Uvacha
Bruvadam Purushartha Bhajanam
Evam
Evam
Dhruvanam
Dhruvanam Purushartha
Purusharthabhajanam
Bhajanam
Nardanam Pranjalaya Prachetasaha
Janardanam
Janardanam
Pranjalaya
Pranjalaya
Prachetasaha
Taddarshanadvastamo Rajomala
Tata Darshanadvasya Tamo Rajomala
Darshanatvastatamorajomalam
Agrinam Gadaya Suharitamam.
Agradaya Sahitamam.
The great sage Maitreya said after the personality of Godhead spoke, thus the Prachetas began to offer him praise. The Lord is the bestower of all success in life and is supreme benefactor. He is also the supreme friend who takes away all the miserable condition experienced by a devotee. In a faltering voice, due to ecstasy, the Prachetas began to offer prayers. They were purified by the presence of the Lord who was before them face to face. Hare Krishna. Seeing the Lord face to face. I was just thinking, why do people want to see? What will happen if you see God face to face? You know, in the Bhagavatam we have instances, various people see the Lord face to face. Not one. Whole Bhagavatam is full of examples. Yes, Mataji, what you will do when you see the Lord face to face?
Sir, sorry, Prabhuji, according to me, rather than seeing God face to face, it would be more wonderful if we try to see Him in all and everything around us, so
That's
that
okay,
we are
that's
able
okay.
to,
Okay,
so
that's
that,
okay, that's good. Don't worry,
so that,
that's the whole, that is the whole class today. Don't start the class now. I just was seeing brief what you will do when you see the Lord face to face. And I was seeing the joke today is Bhagavatam we see when the Lord is seen face to face, everybody is offering prayers, okay? That's what everybody does. But if we see Lord face to face today, something else we are going to do. What? Selfie. Krishna, can I have a photo with you? Because I can show to the world, I saw you face to face. Well, 1 minute only. After that, we don't want him. After we get selfie with him, we don't want to. No. Now you're not needed. Now you can go. Your utility was only this much. Any celebrity is there, we see how much people are so eager to have selfie, and then that they make as their, everybody they show that. You know? In the house also they put that, see, I'm with Modi, I'm with Amit Shah. We see many places you go to meet important people. That's all they need. I don't think after that anything is there. Even if they didn't have any conversation with him. See, I was with him. What is the use? I do have any conversation with him? No, nothing. I was with him. So, let us now begin the whole class. Okay, Mataji? Because that was part of the class you started. Okay. So now you want to see the Lord face to face. First thing is that we have to see the Lord the way He wants us to see Him. Suppose you want to meet the Prime Minister of India, you have to meet the way He wants you to meet Him. You cannot meet Him your way. You cannot say, I am in Mangalore, in this place, can you come? You cannot force him to come and agree to your way. Correct? It has his own way. He has a system given. Just like Prime Minister says, you want to see me? With my secretary, you take an appointment. No, I'll not follow that. I'm in the railway station now, at this place, please come. It's not going to work out. He's not going to do that. Okay? So this is first thing. You have to see Krishna his way. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains his way. What does he say? He says, I am the sun, I am the moon. Among the animals, I am lion or I am tiger. He starts a list, big list. I am the stars, I am the moon. Among the mountains, I am Himalayas. Among the snakes, I am Vasuki. Among the Divya snakes, I am Ananta Shesha. Correct? Among the men, I am the king. So big list is there in the chapter. So you have to see Krishna first this way. Just like you see a beautiful rose, yes, through that you have to see. In the sense, first you have to see Krishna through his energies. Personally seeing him, we cannot handle it now. So Krishna therefore says, first you try to see me through my work. And in trying to see Krishna through the work, the great advancement develops. Correct? We are saying, I want to see the Lord personally. That's okay. The great acharyas, the great devotees, they have intense separation from the Lord. And Prabhupada says the last two lines, we can't even know what is that. He says, lot of pain is there in separation from the Lord without seeing him. And to some extent that pain was dissipated for the Prachetas when the Lord appeared. Because Prachetas, after chanting the prayers by Rudra Gita, given by Lord Shiva, their heart was fully purified and there was intense pain of separation from the Lord. Just like all of us in this world today are full of so many material desires. And it is said, Krishna fulfills the ultimate goal of life, whatever you have. So all of us have, I hope, ultimate goal of life to see Krishna, that we have understood. But still heart is not fully purified. So if as we keep chanting Hare Krishna, our material desires will start vanishing one by one. That's why Prabhupada puts a shloka there in the purport. What is the shloka? Shanvatam.
शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्णा पुण्य श्रवण कीर्तनः ऋतयन्त शक्तव्य भद्राणि वितुनोति सुरेक्षिता.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, as we chant, the heart starts getting purified. Now, this is seeing the Lord now. You know, the process is working. And in fact, just by the purification, anubhava, by the experience of purification, our faith in the Lord start establishing. Presently, when we chant Hare Krishna, we are not seeing the Lord personally. But what will happen when Pracheta saw the Lord personally? What actually happened? What happened to them? They got purified. So similarly, the Krishna Nama is not material, it is completely spiritual. So when you chant the Hare Krishna mantra, what happens? Actually, the heart becomes completely purified. And then as it becomes purified of material desires, all the material desires vanish. Then starts something, intense pain of separation. ये तो हमको मालूम भी नहीं है क्या है. Intense separation from the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally came to the world to taste. Taste? It's a pain, no? It's not pain. It's the highest pleasure. Intense separation from the Lord. Krishna arranged. Therefore, in other schools of even Vaishnava philosophy, they cannot accommodate. Why did Lord Rama left Mother Sita away? Actually, so that Mother Sita start experiencing the pleasure of separation, Vipralamba Bhava, which is even higher than meeting. Krishna also never went back to Vrindavan. Once he left, he never went back. So they were enjoying the so-called pain of separation from the Lord. It's not a pain, it's an ecstasy of separation. And that is the highest happiness we can achieve. So there is meeting the Lord and separation from the Lord. There is higher ecstasy in separation. We have intense absorption in the Lord. But to achieve that, first try to see Lord in everything in your life. Every moment He is in control. Try to see that. You cannot say, I don't understand how God is doing this, what He is doing. Then how will you see? First you have to understand Him by His energies, by His powers, by His omnipresence, how everything He is there. Like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am equal to everybody. What is the shloka? Samoham.
Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshoasti na priyaha ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya mahi te teshu chapyaham.
So Krishna says, I am equal to everybody. Are you equal to everybody? You have enemies, you have friends. How you will see? See, in Bhagavad Gita there are Priya Ashtaka, 8 shlokas in the 12th chapter at the end, where Krishna says, devotees are so dear to me. Correct? Krishna says that. Then how you are going to achieve that? It is not easy. You have to see those qualifications. You have to practice, bring those qualifications into your heart. Like in Nectar of Devotion, in the beginning it is said that there are 8 symptoms manifest when somebody is enters bhakti. And what is that? Shubhada, Klesha Agni, the heart start getting purified. Shubhada, all auspicious qualities manifest within him. These are 2 at a sadhana level. And 2 at bhava level. And 2 at prema level. This is how it has been divided. Sadhana, raga, and then prema. Okay? So sadhana level, these 2 things will happen to anybody. Anybody start chanting Hare Krishna sincerely, he should see Klesha Agni, the heart is getting pure. This is seeing the Lord now. And then next, all auspicious qualities manifest within him. Because heart is, just like you're going towards sun, you also become like sun. Okay. And the next 2 qualities, which are at more advanced level, what are they?
Moksha Lagu Krita. Moksha Lagu Krita.
Sandrananda Visheshatva.
Very good, very good. He start feeling intense spiritual happiness. So much happiness that even moksha becomes very small. He's not interested in moksha. 4. And then even advances more. He advances more. What happens to him? Krishna becomes Krishna becomes very attracted towards him. And then, this is very, very rare to achieve, this kind of unique position that he has. Okay, that's it. That's the 6th qualification manifest. So, seeing God is not one step, it's a process. You want to see the Lord personally, it's a process. Shri Radha Govinda ki. Like in Brahma Samhita it is said, Premanjana, yes, who knows the shloka?
Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santah Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundara Gandaganasvarupam Govindamadi Purusham Bhajami.
Yeah. So Prema Anjana, when the tears of love of Krishna have manifested within the heart, then you see him. You cannot see Krishna before that. Our problem is that we want to see him without the heart is purified. We have that example in the first canto when Narad Muni, our hero, he was a small boy, he was only 5-year-old. And then what happened? He got actually darshan of the Lord in the forest. He was in a great pain. His mother had left the world, but he had been blessed by the Bhakti Vedantas whom he served sincerely. And then, based on their words, he went to the forest. He neglected all the distractions of this world. And then he sat down in meditation and he got darshan of the Lord. But the darshan disappeared. And then he felt great pain, started crying. So the Lord gave him the sound, what? In a sound way. Now this time Lord did not come darshan. In fact, very important not to miss, when he got the darshan of the Lord, Prabhupada says, what we are waiting to see, life after life, life after life, life after life, life after life, we are waiting to see the Lord. He saw him. Correct? We are all actually, every day when we open our eyes, move around, in the heart there is a great desire to see the Lord. We discussed this many times. Correct? Flight may be window seat chahiye. Forget to all other places. Kyo? Because actually when somebody enters a bus, who has come? We have a great eagerness. Actually we are searching for him. We don't know, we are searching for somebody. Correct? Everybody is searching for somebody. They don't even know. Actually we are all searching for the Lord, who's ever fresh. But the Maya cheats us. Something else we think fresh. There is nothing fresh in this world. There is nothing fit for enjoyment in this world. Sab basi hai, sada hua hai, but we are still, Maya tricks us. But we don't get satisfied, no. The Maya can cheat us to give us something other than Krishna, but we are not satisfied by that. We meditate on that, we think we love that, but actually in the heart of heart we are not satisfied. That is why we are there in this world. But when we see Krishna, the heart becomes fully satisfied. Yayatma suprasidati. Completely the heart is satisfied. But we are wasting our time trying to see something else in this world. Just like devotees, wonderfully, they travel, now going to Tirtha Yatra. What do they do? At the end of the day, we see the deities. Okay, for that we go. Seeing deities as good as seeing the Lord personally, not less. Now you're seeing Radha Govinda, it is as good as seeing the Lord personally, not less. Pratima nahi, you are not Pratima. You are directly son of Nandu Maharaj. That is how we have to see the deities. Okay. So there is a process as we practice Krishna consciousness that gradually the heart becomes purified. Shraddha, then sadhu sangha, you come in association of devotees, you start practicing. That is one reason. I invite you, come stay here in the temple sometime, stay with the devotees, it will be for your own good. Bhajana kriya, then you start doing, in the association of devotees, on the order of Acharya. Actual bhajana kriya starts after the Diksha. That's why we say, please take Diksha. But still, Prabhupada is very liberal. Previously, you don't do bhajana before you meet the Acharya and you get the Nama, correct? Nama is given by the Acharya previously. Now Prabhupada liberalized it. On behalf of Prabhupada, the moment you enter the temple, they say, please chant. And that's what you are doing in the temple, every visitor comes. That's not the way previously. Mala is only given at Diksha, correct? But Prabhupada is very kind, start chanting. Because he knows the holy name does not wait for Diksha. The holy name does not wait for Diksha. That is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It starts blessing us. We see that even though we have not taken Diksha, we are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we are getting the benefit. The benefit starts immediately. But you have to live under rules and regulations and guidance to chant it purely. So therefore, as you become fixed up in the chanting of the holy name and other rules and regulations, you become fixed up, you should take Diksha. So then, that is called Bhajana Kriya. So overall, Bhajana Kriya is actually Prabhupada says, under the order of the Acharya, that is after initiation. Initiation means beginning. Therefore, initiation begins, I think, the day people walk into ISKCON temple. They'll start. Prabhupada says, initiation begins the day you start reading my book submissively. It begins that day. Initiate. You cannot say, now many of you practicing Krishna consciousness for 4-5 years, okay? And then you say, now I have been initiated. You're already chanting, no? And the process has already started working. You started climbing Shraddha, Sadhu, Sangha, but always good to formalize it. When you're anyway following, why not formalize it? Okay? Shraddha, Sadhu, Sangha, Bhajan Kriya. Okay? So Bhajan Kriya, that one day you should formalize it and that continues. Then Anartha Nivritti. Anartha Nivritti, you can see that heart is start getting purified of unwanted desire. That is seeing the Lord. Anartha Nivritti is the stage we are seeing now. You say, okay, you sat down in the morning, till now you've been attending the morning program. I saw so many people are doing it. We are encouraged actually. We think we have to get one more system so that another 1,000 we can add. Shraddha, Sadhu, Sangha, Bhajana Kriya. Anartha Nivritti. Anartha Nivritti means unwanted desires. That we can see. Prabhupada says you should be convinced of the purifying power of the holy name. You sit down and chant, and then what do you feel? Relief. Heart has become purified. That is what is for us. Aushadhi. This is like a medicine for our heart now at this stage. Then next what happens as you chant Hare Krishna mantra, it develops, because your heart is purified, it develops firm faith. Yes, Krishna is there. You have not seen him, but from Tamoguna you have come to Sattoguna already. And you're feeling completely like a lake, which is completely clean lake. And from, say, a polluted, dirty place to a clean lake, there is a great experience of change. So nice. Anartha Nishtha. Then firm faith, because you did a process, you got some output. You develop faith now. Yes. Now when you chant with great faith. So this chanting brings ruchi. Same chanting. For Shraddha and now ruchi. Ruchi means it develops ecstasy. It develops bliss. And you're feeling so ecstatic in chanting. Every word is looking like somebody is putting sugar candy in your mouth. Ruchi. And next, the Lord opens up more. Personally, you develop more affection for Him. Asakti. And then, bhava, that is compared to preliminary love for God, just like before sunrise in the morning, light starts off. That is bhava. And then start prema, when you see the Lord face to face. So, you see, so many stages are there. Premanjana, so Premanjana doesn't come immediately. Why I am not seeing the Lord? People hear all the stories. Somebody sees, I have seen the Lord, I saw yesterday. If you see, you have come to that situation. So whole of our life is, all of us here, our goal is to see the Lord personally. Okay, I think that is true, or is somebody has some other goal? Okay? Anyway, Krishna is going to give. The purport says, whatever the goal of life is, Krishna is going to give. Nowadays, there are a lot of things that talk about law of attraction. Correct? Without the Lord, It's not that just big. See, everything they want to do impersonally, without God. Now, whatever you keep meditating, you keep thinking, no, you cannot get anything on your own. It is Krishna who is so kind to you. Okay, you want that, you want that, you want that. And what is that? Some packet of stool and urine they desire whole life, most of the people. Because the greatest enjoyment in this world is sex pleasure. And that's what they desire mostly. And they think one day they will get. What do you do with it at the end of the day? There's no brain substance. Okay. But you see the Lord, if you elevate and in that process of meditation, your consciousness is going down. Because more you meditate on a sense object, more you'll go down. Correct? What is the shloka? Dhyayate Vishya Pumsa. That is one. What is another? Indriya Priti Apnoti. Nunam Pramatta Kurute Vikarma. Yes.
Nunam Pramatta Kurute Vikarma. Yad Indriya Priti Apnoti.
Na sadhu mani.
Na sadhu manyed yad.
Asadatmano yad.
Sorry.
Asanapi
Sorry,
kleshada
Guruji.
ashadeha. Yes, anybody is ready? Chanting the shloka.
नूनं
Krishna
प्रमत्तकुरुते
Prabhuji.
विकर्म यद् इन्द्रियप्रीतय आप्नोति नासाधु मन्ये यत आत्मनोऽयम् आसन्नपि क्लेशदासदेहा.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. ठीक है. Nunam pramatta kurute vikarma. We become almost mad and we do great sinful activity. You see that today, who keep meditating on sense object and all this silly law of attraction, what do they end up at it? Every day we are seeing that. Horrible crimes. Horrible means, ऐसा कैसे कर देते हैं समझ नहीं आता लोग, correct? But actually if you see, they're also normal people. It's only they fell for the sense object when they become mad. Kurute, they do great sinful activity. Yat indriya priti apnoti. When sense enjoyment becomes a great goal of your life, you become mad actually. Nasadu manye asana. Can't you understand that I'm already suffering because of your past sinful activity? You want to do more? Just like sometimes you go to some hospital. कैंसर का पेशेंट है, क्या है? कैंसर का पेशेंट है, एंड ही हैज गॉट इतना बड़ा उसमें होता ना फलूदा बना हुआ है, ठीक है, बहुत दर्द होता है उसमें. तो डॉक्टर क्या करते हैं, उसको फाइनली काटते हैं, पीटते हैं, फेंकते हैं, बहुत तड़पता है, और जैसे ही ठीक हुआ, सिगरेट लाओ, हैं क्या हो गया तेरे को यार? सो कांट वी सी एट द सेम टाइम वी आर हेयर, एवरी मोमेंट वी आर सफरिंग, इतना तड़प रहे हैं पूर्व पाप कर्म से, और करोगे. ये हमारी बुद्धि है. नूनम प्रमत्ता कुरुते विकर्मा यत इंद्रिय प्रीति आपनोति न साधुम असनात्मनो यत असनपि क्लेशद आशदे. कांट यू सी वी आर ऑलरेडी सफरिंग बिकॉज ऑफ पास्ट सिंफुल एक्टिविटीज. न साधु मन्ये, ठीक है, व्हाई यू वांट टू कंटिन्यू? You stop all this sinful activity. So this is some level of sanity some people get. Okay? So this is seeing the Lord in the beginning, understanding I lead a pure life, let me sit down and start chanting the name of the Lord. That is where, that is called seeing the Lord. Let me not run behind sinful activities. That is seeing the Lord. Then you say, I sit down and start chanting the name of the Lord and living a life which is pure. That is seeing the Lord. When the heart gets purified, you're chanting Hare Krishna, that is seeing the Lord. And that is all we can do now. Just like in the Narad Muni example, when he was started crying, when he could not see the Lord, क्या हुआ? नारद मुनि रोने लग गया, मेरे को तो भगवान नहीं दिख रहे, है ना, मेरे को नहीं दिख रहे भगवान. So at that time, Lord appeared and said in sound vibration. Anybody knows the shloka the Lord told? Kuyogi bhajan apakwa. He says these two words. Your devotion is not ripe, Narada. Kuyogi. You got the shloka?
Tyaktva sattva dharma, is it that? Bhajan apakko.
No. No, the Lord's instruction to Narada that now you are kuyogi, you are not yogi. So हमारा भी ये condition है. Suppose at the stage now we are at bhajan kriya and we see, I want to see the Lord personally. क्यों selfie लेना है? You want to see the Lord personally? अभी नहीं होगा. It will be just like suppose you could make a call to Krishna. भाई दर्शन क्यों नहीं दे रहे? Krishna is saying, अब भागवत में लिखा है ना मैंने, you are kuyogi. अभी तुम योगी नहीं हो, kuyogi हो. Bhajan apakwa. Your devotion is not ripe. है ना? So Prabhupada says it all takes time. Just like woman is pregnant, they say, I want the child. Arey, wait, no, it takes time. Everything takes time. See, Krishna is conscious of every desire of yours. Krishna is conscious of every activity of yours. You know? It's not that, okay, you may not be able to see him. He's seeing you. And not only seeing you, he's also seeing your mind, your desires. So, there is no way, if your desire is sincere, you're not going to see him. You're going to see him face to face. Okay? And that privilege is there. When the Queen Kunti offers beautiful prayers in the first canto of Bhagavatam in the 8th chapter, Kunti Stuti, what does Srila Prabhupada say? He says so gently there. If you are become sincere, one day you will also get the same privilege of seeing the Lord personally and offer your prayers. We will get. So Krishna is completely conscious of your mind and all your desires. You just need to be genuine in trying to see. That's all. Okay? But covered by the modes of material nature today, I can't do it. I can't do it. Therefore, Arjuna, when he hears in the Bhagavad Gita, the 12th chapter, Priya Ashtaka, the 8th shloka, devotees are so dear, it is now clear to him. After Vishwarupa 11th chapter, Krishna explains to Arjuna pure devotion. Says everything is clear to him. And he is also a devotee. But taking our role, Arjuna asks, 6 chapters are there that for that purpose. Why Jnana at the end? Jnana is not the goal. Many people think Jnana is the goal. Therefore, last 6 chapters on Jnana. Jnana to get this, what Krishna is telling. You want to become a devotee like Sudama. That's what example we take. We want to become a devotee like Ambarisha. We want to become a devotee like so many great personalities. But how do I do that? The last 6 chapters are for that. Understand how we are entangled in the material world. That is the Urdhva Mula Madha Shakha. Correct? 13th chapter, after understanding all this, Krishna said, who are we? Why is he asking all basic questions? Because he wants to disentangle himself. 13th chapter, Krishna explains the me, the word and the Lord, how we can disconnect from the body and we connect to the Lord. Then he talks about the inverted tree. The whole material world is an inverted tree, and we should cut this tree of illusion. So Krishna is explaining gradually. Then Krishna explains about the 3 modes. Most of the last chapters are talking about the 3 modes, how the 3 modes are holding us. Because I want to see Lord personally. I have understood from Gita and Bhagavatam, my success of life is to be with the Lord personally. But what can I do? I'm trapped by the 3 modes. And therefore, at the last shloka of the chapter on 3 modes, Sagunan samatityetan brahmabhuyai kalpate. What is the shloka?
Hare Krishna. Mam chayo vibicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityetan brahmabhuyaya kalpate. Hare Krishna.
Yes, anybody else want to chant? Kumud Mataji nahi hai. Kumud Saptarishi is not there. No. ठीक है. Yeah, chalo.
मां भक्ति योगेन सेवते सगुणान् समतीत्येतान् ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते.
Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Mamacha Avya Vichar. Avya Vichar means now you want to see the Lord do this without any hesitation, without any interruption. See, serving is voluntary. It's not forced. So every moment, voluntarily, I want to engage. Yes, Krishna, I want to serve you. Do that. Avya vicharena, without any distraction, without any interruption, ahituki apratihata, do that. Continuously engage whole day. Now you see, we will end here at 9 and we'll meet tomorrow at morning 8 o'clock. So 23 hours, continuously say, be engaged voluntarily in Krishna's service. Just yet, very simple. Sagunan samati tetan. Then you will overcome the 3 modes which are actually covering your darshan of the Lord. Lord is there. Every activity, everything around us is there. Whatever you see in the creation in the world is actually created by Krishna's intelligence. Not only flower, tree, even this mobile, it's Krishna's intelligence. Krishna gives dadami buddhi. Krishna gives the buddhi. All buddhi is given by the Lord. So we see, whatever we see around us is created by Krishna. We see in that way. And one day, when the heart is fully purified and the Prem Anjana comes, you can see the Lord personally. And that's what the Bhagavatam is full of. There is a very beautiful instance in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Should I locate that? The king, Pratap Rudra, wanted to see the Lord. And it was not possible because the Lord said, I'm not going to see him. No, I'm not going to see him. Why? Okay? So I'm not going to see him. Why? Because He's a king. King means, with woman and wealth, king, the very word king. I'm not going to see him. As a sannyasi, he is following the strict rule of a sannyasi. He should not be running after all these kind of things. But then, that's what in the beginning the chapter is. Okay? In fact, this happens in this chapter, chapter 10, I think. Lord comes to Jagannath Puri. See, you see the desire. When Sudama Bhattacharya met with the king offered him a seat with great respect and inquired about news of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The king said to Bhattacharya, I heard that a great personality come from Bengal and staying at your home. I have also heard that he is very, very merciful. I have also heard that his great personality has shown you great favor. At any rate, this is what I hear from many people. Now, being merciful upon me, you should do me a favor of arranging an interview. Desire to see, you see that. The Bhattacharya replied, all you said is true, but as interview is concerned, it's very difficult to arrange. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a renounced order and is very much detached from worldly affairs. He stays in solitary place and even in the dreams does not grant interviews to a king. Shall I will try, but he has recently left for why he has left? So this is what happens. Okay. This will come. So anyway, I wanted to take it up. I think it is in 11th, I think it's in 12th. So when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned from the South Indian tour, Maharaj Pratap, the king of Orissa, became very anxious to meet him. The king sent a letter from his capital Kataka to Sudama Bhattacharya, entreating him to obtain the Lord permission so that he can go and see him. Why he wants to see him? To get mercy, not to take selfie like us. Replying to the king's letter, Bhattacharya wrote Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had not given his permission. After this, the king wrote him another letter. Please appeal to all the devotees, asserted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, submit a petition to my behalf. A devotee associated with the Lord are favorably disposed, they can submit my petition to the lotus feet. Take care. If the God Hari Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will not show mercy to me, I shall give up my kingdom, become a mendicant, and beg from door to door. This time I will leave everything. Why are you not giving me? Bhattacharya received the letter, became very anxious. They went to the devotees and said, please, see, this is the king's letter. Everybody was so astonished. He was so much devoted. TK, he said, if the Lord will never meet the king, I request to do so, finally the Lord will get very angry. TK. So we try. They went to the place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu seeing that what all of you have come, so all of them come together. King wants to see you. I see that you want to say something, but you do not speak. What is the reason? Nityananda Prabhu personally, Balramji is telling, I want to tell you something. Although we cannot say without speaking, we are still very much afraid to speak. We want to submit before you something that may not be befitting. The matter is this. Unless he sees you, the king or Orissa will become a mendicant. Just see the desire. That's how the desire should be, to see the Lord. Nityananda Prabhu Kanti, king has decided to become mendicant, as a sign of a mendicant, by wearing an ivory earring. He does not want to enjoy his kingdom without seeing the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, so intense there. And then finally, this will be big narration. He's trying to see the Lord, and then actually it happens in some other way. Yeah. When after the Rath Yatra is over, Sona Bhattacharya tells him, I'll tell you how to see him. Just like Srila Prabhupada reveals to us, you chant Hare Krishna mantra, you will one day see the Lord. So similarly, Pratap Rudra is given a special thing. You sing Gopi Gita to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When after the Rath Yatra, he will be in full ecstasy, overblown ecstasy, and he will be lying on a bench, after the Rath Yatra, somewhere in one garden, he will be lying, completely oblivious to this world. At that time, go in a dress of a normal person, hold the feet of the Lord and sing the Gopi Gita. The Lord will personally embrace you. Following Sarva Bhattacharya's instruction, the king had given up his royal dress. He entered the garden in a dress of a Vaishnava. Maharaj Pratap Rudra was so humble that with folded hand he first took permission from all the devotees. The devotees, the Lord is not alone, all the devotees paid obeisances to them. You see, if you want to see the Lord, you need to do all these things. Even we have an example in the Bhagavatam, when the Vaikuntha Vimana appears for Prithu Maharaj, I think, he goes and put obeisance to all the Vaishnavas. Ye nahi, dekha, Vaikuntha Vimana aaya, dekha na? Nahi, nothing like that. He was so humble, blessing for everybody. That's the mood, then only Lord will appear. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lay on the raised platform with his eyes closed in ecstatic love and emotion, the king very much expertly began to massage his legs. So, Krishna is seeing how you're relating with his devotees. Then only he will come. Your goal is to see him face to face. Then you should have that qualification also. The king began to recite the verses about Ras Lila from Srimad Bhagavatam. He recited the chapter beginning with the word Jayati Te Adhikam. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard these verses, he was pleased beyond limits. He said again and again, go on reciting, go on reciting. As soon as the king recited the verse beginning with Tava Katha Mritam, the Lord rose in ecstatic love and embraced him. Upon hearing the verse, anybody can sing this verse, Tava Katha Mritam, Tapta Jivanam, who knows this verse?
Taptajivanam kavivirididam kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Shripadamritam Bhuvi Granandu Bhuvi Rajanam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So nice, so nice. Okay. Anybody else knows this verse?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Chalo.
Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmeshapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Dhruvi Grunanti Ye Purida Janaha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. See. So what is Krishna is saying at that place? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will tell you now, ecstatic love and embraced him. So you have to sing, take it with heart. Upon hearing the words recited by the king, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you have given me invaluable gems, but I have nothing to give you in return, that I am simply embracing you. So beautiful. You sing from the heart, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will tell you this. After saying this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to recite the same verse again and again. Again and again. Anybody, one more person? Again and again means 3 times ho gaya na?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
जयति तेऽधिकं जन्मना व्रजः श्रयत इन्दिरा शश्वदत्र हि.
Thank you, Mataji. Nahi, pura nahi, khali Tava Kathamritam गाना है.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
May I?
Yeah.
Katha. Yes, Mataji, carry on. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततम् भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जना. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, thank you. So after saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so many devotees have become so wonderful. Just imagine, just in 5 years, you know Chaitanya Charitamrita also, you know verses also. Bah. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to recite the same verse again and again and again. Now we cannot even, we can just read this. When the king and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were trembling, both, the tears are flowing from their eyes. My Lord, the nectar of your words and the descriptions of meaning of your activities are life and soul of those who are always aggrieved in the middle world. Those narrations are transmitted by exalted personalities and they eradicate all sinful reaction. Whoever hears the narration attains all good fortune. The narrations are broadcast all over the world and filled with spiritual power. Those who spread the message of Godhead are certainly the most magnificent welfare workers. If you are distributing Bhagavad Gita, even gopis are giving you blessing. You see that? And Srila Prabhupada, you see how much dear he becomes to the Lord. These words are spiritually very powerful. Okay? Filled with spiritual power. Prabhupada said one line they read of these books, their life will change. So therefore we have done in all the department, we are asking that sets be distributed in huge numbers. Now very happy Malyalam department now 36 Bhagavatam sets. Just one department has done it. 36 sets. 36 sets into 18. How much it become? 360 for 540 Mahabig books. That is 1000 points. Just that. If you have even Bhagavatam distribution like that by all the department, every month you will become world number 1 in book distribution. Just imagine. You get 10,000 points, you will come within the first 10. Take it on a normal month. Marathon is different. Marathon they do few lakh points. Okay? So broadcast all of them filled with those who spread the message of God are certainly most magnificent welfare workers. The greatest treasure on earth today is actually Prabhupada books. The greatest treasure. And it should be available in everybody's house. At least he reads. He reads about Shuddha Bhakti from a pure devotee. After reciting the verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately embraced the king and cried, "You are the most magnificent. You are the most magnificent." At this point, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not know. Actually, he knows who the king is. Mercy aroused because the king's previous service, because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had seen him nicely, brooming the, before the Ratha. He saw the king being so kind to Ramananda Raya. When Ramananda Raya told the king, "I want to retire from my job and do service to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu full time," he said, "Yes, you can leave. I'll give you a pension of the same salary." Generally, pension is half or quarter. Same salary will now come to you, the pension. Please go and serve. So by serving the devotees, by being under the direction of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, okay, and by pleasing the Lord by personally, he could see the Lord. Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, pranam, Dandavat
Hare
pranam.
Krishna
Thank you.
Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Dandavat pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sadat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna,
Pranam.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna,
Pranam.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare,
Krishna Prabhuji.
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Govinda Ki जय
हरे हरे
कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
राम
कृष्ण
हरे
कृष्ण
राम
कृष्ण
कृष्ण हरे
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 राम हरे
हरे
राम
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 हरे
राम
राम
हरे
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण
राम
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे
कृष्ण
हरे
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे
राम
राम
हरे
राम हरे
राम
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे